Saturday morning, bright and early, 8 o'clock. We got kind of a big day. We got some personal training going down at the park here. Then we're going to be down at Hybrid House for a large kettlebell class. And we're going to finish up at Two Factor Athletics. But I want to give you guys a little highlight on what I do in the morning. As a trainer, you got to get up early and get your stuff done before your clients. Otherwise, by the time they come, you might be just burnt out and not be able to put everything into it. So I got up early, got a rocking parking spot, got the whole park to myself, and just kind of work from one side to the next, pick some exercises that require me to move from one side to the next. Here I got a snatch, throw, run with the Bulgarian bag. Here I tied a couple of kettlebells up to a truck toe strap and did some walking chest presses. Some sprints were in there, some jumps were in there, ropes with some burpees. Wanted to kind of get a full unconventional workout in before the clients came in. Speaking of which, first client up was Miss Leah, 18 years working together. She was my very first private client. We're still rocking together. She is spinning a 25-pound Bulgarian bag here. It's the first time she's actually spun it. She normally spins the 18, but we're on abs today, and we wanted to see if it could happen, and she happened to spin it pretty damn well. 10 reps per side was the call, and she did about 3 sets. And I always like pairing these with a couple other ab exercises for those who have a little higher cardio capacity. So she was spinning the bag, and then we moved over here and did some plank drags where you're on one arm for a second, drag the bag across the chest. Strong plank variation here. So it was 10 reps per side on the spin, 10 reps per side on this bag drag, and then we hit some military old school bicycle floor exercise, 20 reps per side. And that took about 10 minutes of our time there. And then we moved on to some ropes, always a good outdoor tool. I like doing 15 seconds work and 15 seconds rest. You could do anywhere from 10 all the way up to 20 or 30 sets, depending on how long you want it to last. I think we did 20 sets here, rocked the ropes, and that was it before a nice run.
What's up, everybody? I know it's been a business we uploaded onto YouTube, but man, it's been a crazy year. I got sick, and with 3 weeks with some stomach virus called norovirus, and it took me out for about 3 weeks. I was throwing up. I lost 30 pounds in 3 weeks, migraines for weeks, ended up in the hospital. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with that, but I've been sick, but we're back at it, and we got a huge class today. We got one of the trainers from Hybrid House moving, so I think we got like a 15 to 20 person class going on. Not a giant space, but we're gonna make it work. Probably gonna take over the entire gym and rock it all kettlebell. So I put together some partner exercises where it's you go, I go style. And so basic lifts, nothing too complicated, but 6 exercises, 5 minutes each, partner, you go, I go. And we're gonna kick the crap out of this. His name is Brian. He's moving away, so this workout is dedicated to trainer moving away. Check it out.
All right, welcome to the Hybrid House, Retro Row area of Long Beach. We are gathered for that man right there, Brian Garcia, who has been a trainer at the Hybrid House for 3 years, as I understand it, and has made a significant impact on a lot of people's fitness and transformations that have gone down here long before I even knew about this place. So I was tasked with running this workout. We had about 17 or 18 people, a lot of which who have never taken my class, never done kettlebells before. So it was kind of a crash course. I didn't want to make it too boring, but I didn't want to kill anybody. So we went with the basics today, and I partnered people up so you could almost do a you go, I go type situation. 5 minutes per station, and I tried to set it up where one partner's working for about 30 seconds, and then they would switch out with the other partner for another 30 seconds, and go back and forth for 5 minutes, and then move on to the next exercise. Of course, we crash coursed on swings. Got to have that in there. That's what everybody's expecting. So I had them run 15 rep swing sets. Then we moved on to a goblet clean to front squat. And I only put 7 reps on them because that would take about 30 seconds to knock out those 7. And then you'd be switching out with your partner. So a lot of these guys are familiar with that movement. It's a popular barbell exercise. So we partnered them up, had a you go, I go situation with this exercise too. From the 5 minutes of swings and then the 5 minutes or about 5 sets of the squat cleans. The legs are hammered, the legs are burning. There's the man of the hour, Brian Garcia. Let's check on this room over here and make sure they're doing what they need to do. We got 3 teams in here, 6 people. And then we moved on to some abdominal movement. And this I like throwing in there because your legs are hot and saucy at this point. And they need a little break. Time to work with your partner as opposed to just standing in front of them and just talking to them. Actually get involved, make them work with each other. Classic leg throwdowns. A lot of you recognize this from soccer training or kickboxing. Very popular exercise for the lower abs, hip flexors. We call them leg throwdowns for a lack of a better term. But good little abdominal exercise thrown in there to give the legs a break, build some team morale, get you working with maybe a different partner for this one. And 5 minutes on this, switch every 20 reps. If you can't do 20, then make it 15. If you can't do 15, make it 10. Then we moved on to the goblet overhead press. I didn't really want to teach too much rack position because I figured it would take too long and eat up too much of the class, so went with a more digestible variation. Just grab the handle and press overhead, goblet style overhead press. The only thing about this exercise you got to really watch is the aiming of the handle. If the handle's facing your face, obviously be real careful of your teeth and your face, and don't crack yourself in the chin or the teeth as this thing's working up and down. Common sense, I guess, but doesn't mean it can't happen. So we got a goblet overhead press. This is going to kind of torch the upper body. And then after this, we went on to something a little more simple like bicep curls. Because I already got the legs, we got the heart rate up. Now I want to hurt the arms a little bit in the simplest way possible. An old school bicep curl. So I chose a squatted position because this gets to work on your flexibility a little bit. And it pins the elbows in there so you can really isolate the biceps really well. After a couple sets of these, I mean, it only takes 2-3 sets at most, and your arms are just fried. So it's an exercise that anybody can do. And I got everybody working on these. Everybody's arms were hurting afterwards. Good selection here. And it's not really something they expected. Do make sure you point the butt of the kettlebell backward at the very bottom. Otherwise, you're just going to slam in the ground. You won't get full extension. See how the butt of the bell is aimed backwards right there? Good technique. Na 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 na. You guys can totally sing with it if you'd like to. All right, time for the grand finale. As you can see, I got a couple people there in the doorway waiting for their class, so I'm running late. I need to wrap this thing up. So what we're doing here is on the last section of the workout is a farmer's walk in the goblet position. So obviously the abs are going to get a little shot from this. And then we're going to drop down and hit some military bicycles after 30 seconds when they get back to their same location. Just happen to work out perfect where you start and stop at the same point. And then the next 30 seconds you're rocking bicycles. And torching the stomach with both exercises, one standing, one on the floor. And we're just going to go back and forth for a 5-minute period. I had to cut it short to a 3-minute period, but it worked out just fine. So abs at the very end, legs in the beginning, arms in the middle, everything is burning, everything is torched. And I want you to notice everybody's smiling here at the end. It wasn't about the workout. They were here to see Brian and see him off. But it's always a good feeling when you get the entire class working together, smiling, having a good time. And this is at the end of the workout. Everybody having a good time, getting the smiles out. Working together, having fun on a Saturday morning. Good job to this team. We did this for 3 rounds. I had to cut it a little bit short because we had another class coming in. There they are just kind of waiting. I think it's about like 9:59 at this point. I got about a minute, so we're going to wrap this thing up. Enjoy the end of this session. Especially because you guys can't see the timer.
I guess we kept our pace.
Get them, get them, get them. Rotate elbow to knee. Move your legs. They drive the exercise. No slow legs. Turn, 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 turn. Get them. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Bells up.
On my biceps. I'll be like, haven't recovered.
Kettlebell up. Get that thing in the rack. Breathe through the handle. Carry it nice and high.
Renzi.
Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Carry that bell high and proud. Breathe through the handle. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hit the deck. Bicycles. Everybody's on here. Last one.
Last bicycle?
That's it. If you can reach your elbow to your knee, Brian, that'd be a lot better. Yeah, turn those things. Burn them, burn them, burn them, burn them. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, everybody! Woo! Hey. Hey. Oh, right on. Welcome to the party. Good job, B. Dude, nice. Dude, good job with that orange, dude. Excellent job, Timmy. Crushed. First class. Dude, nice job. Can't wait for you to come. Ace. Good. Buen trabajo.
Silly faces! Silly faces! Yeah!
Well, that was fun. A big old group, 17, 18 people, all rocking the bells. Get people working together. I like those partner workouts where it's like you go, I go. So pick something that's, going to burn you out in like 30 seconds. So it makes you take a rest, switch out with your partner, feed off your partner's energy. Those are great workouts. I like those. So we're back. We'll get some more uploads going. Sorry about the downtime, but man, I was sick as a dog for a couple weeks. So I didn't want to be anywhere near Rick or anything else. So we're back. We'll be uploading. I got a few that are on the mend, need to get edited, and we'll get up. So thank you guys for subscribing, and have a good weekend.
And we're on to Two Factor Athletics, the last stop of the day. A little bit bittersweet. We are unfortunately saying goodbye to this gym. It has been open for 2 years. Here's where I've been post-COVID for a lot of my training, along with Hybrid House. But we're unfortunately saying goodbye to this gym. Today's the final day.
Yeah, this was good.
And me and Chuck are just going to get down with some Bulgarian bag stuff before the classes tonight. And at this point, we're just messing around. So enjoy some of the things we are playing with here with the Bulgarian bag. Came up with a few cool ones.
Oh yeah, you strike a knee and there, kick one leg out.
That's fine. Get stuck. You gotta pull over. So I'm gonna serve first. One love. Two love. Ah. 2-1.